Wait, what? Okay. Hi everyone! How are y'all doing? How is everybody doing? Oh my god. Hold up. I need to get my tea. Okay. Why is it all okay? Hi everyone! How are y'all doing? How's everybody's like weekend and stuff been? I don't remember. Oh no, I didn't stream on Saturday last week, right? So yeah. How are y'all doing? Hello Lane, hello Alexa, hello Alice, hello Diana, hello No Idea. Buenos dias, everyone. Wow, speaking Spanish today? Don't do this to me, man. I'm gonna go to Spain for New Year. I don't wanna have to use my Spanish yet. Don't do this to me. Doing good. Had my last day of work today. Ooh, you're on vacation officially? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with your valuable vacation time, though? This is very important. Do you have a schedule? I just know I would not be able to stick to a schedule, to be honest. I recently got myself a planner because I was like, this is how I stop forgetting to do things that I really need to do. So I started like writing down stuff in my planner for like weekly things that need to be done, like commissions, all of that stuff. And now I'm too lazy to write on the planner. Oh man, it's actually there's no salvation for me. I'm actually gone. Like if she can't be bothered to write her tasks down, there's like literally no saving her. She'll finally find time to play games. You should play Death's Door. It's so good. No, but Jimmy, you should play Death's Door. It's a really good game. I have good news. I have only one more tutorial left in the Unity tutorial playlist. How many are in that thing? How many tutorials is that? That must be so many. Also, are people like chill with Unity now? Because I remember there was a scandal of them a couple years ago where everyone was like, oh, they're making us pay or something like that. I don't remember. Like it was some crazy thing, like a new license or something like that they made you do. 10 is the beginner playlist. Okay, I thought you were like, Lara, I know everything there is to know about Unity now. That is not too bad. Yeah. Just got back from a holiday camping trip with my family. Ooh, that sounds really nice. I think they went back on it. Okay, they ended it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alexa, you're gonna play The Longing on your vacation. I know! You think I don't keep tabs on Steam? I know a bunch of you people opened that game and then abandoned the shade. I know you people opened The Longing and then you were like, alright buddy, see you in 400 days. Guys, that's not how you play The Longing. You gotta check on him and explore the the dungeon. The only thing they have now is that you need different resources based on the income of your studio. That's messed up. I don't think Unreal has anything like that, or maybe I just never really looked into it because I don't really use Unreal for like games. I only use it for like the art side of stuff. But Unreal is also free, but I guess Unreal you don't really do 2D stuff in it. Unity is more friendly for like indie 2D stuff. What are the ducks in the background? So these are stream avatars. I use them. I use like a software called Stream Avatars, and it like puts people who are in chat in the background, and you can do. There's like commands to them and stuff, and I can pick them up and move them around. Just throw them away. They can do this, slots. No, they cannot do this. They can't gamble, guys. Don't listen to them. There's no gambling involved on the Lara YouTube channel. We are an advertiser-friendly channel. We do not gamble our life savings away using stream avatars. We would never do something like that. The commands are primarily for gambling. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. No, don't gamble! Oh no. It's over. It's all starting again. He told me to come back in 2 hours and I forgot. Wait, why did I tell you to come back in 2 hours? You did give me? So no, because I opened my Steam like 2 days after I said that thing where I was like, yeah, just add me on Steam and I'll buy you the longing. And it was like, you have several new friend requests, and I was like, fuck. I was like, oh no, people actually added me on Steam, now I gotta buy them the longing. You guys got me good, I gotta say. Okay. Anyways. Today we are drawing shoes. And that's it. Today we are drawing Rion. If you don't know who she is, nobody is surprised. That's okay. I have come to a conclusion in the past couple of years that I might be the last standing fan of the Vocaloid Rion, because absolutely nobody gives a fuck about her anymore. I might just be the last one standing, and that's okay. That's okay, but you know, I gotta do something for my girl once in a while. It was her birthday yesterday. I unfortunately missed it because I was busy, but I'm making up for it. It's okay. Because I'm the only fan left, I think at this point I can just start making information up. And I can probably just start making my own like headcanons and shit like that. So if I said that her birthday is today, nobody would be able to argue with me on that matter because nobody actually remembers her or her birthday. Like, let's be for real. I don't know who that is. That's okay, man. That's okay. Not to be a defender, but the cheapest non-free license is $185 per month when you make over 200k a year, so I am not concerned. Oh, for Unity? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, honestly, I wish like more. I wish 3D software had stuff like that for like small creators and stuff like that. Because it's kind of crazy how much money they ask for you to pay a month, and they don't have like nice, affordable indie licenses. It's honestly kind of insane. Like, who the hell do you expect to be able to pay this, other than like big companies? Your art is so cute, thank you. That name rings a bell, probably just because I talk about her, honestly. She's cute, I have no idea who she is. Okay, so basically, Rion is a Vocaloid that came out for the Vocaloid 3 engine originally, which must have been like, I don't know, 2015 maybe, I want to say, something like that. It was probably before that, actually, I don't know. It was a while ago, it was a hot minute ago, and even back then, I think she was like the most unpopular Vocaloid that released for V3 engine. And that's crazy because Vocaloid 3 was like a very solid era of Vocaloid. Like, they had a bunch of voice banks that were actually doing pretty well at the time. So the fact that she completely flopped is honestly like, girl, they really did not fuck with you. And she does sound very gremlin. She sounds exactly how she looks. She's got like this very 2010 anime vibe, and she's got this like really 2010 anime cutesy gremlin voice. So you know what? I vibe with her, but nobody else did apparently. And it wasn't even a marketing issue because marketing... There's a lot of voice banks where they didn't even bother advertising them to you, and that's understandable why they flopped. But she had pretty decent marketing. Like, she was released by like a fairly big idol company at the time. I think they retired now, like the company doesn't exist anymore, but at the time it was like pretty big. And she was voiced by Yumemi Nemo, which I think was their most popular idol girl. And like, nobody liked her. Nobody fucked with Tone Rion. It's okay, queen. I will always love you. No one can fact check you. Literally nobody can fact check me. What are you gonna do when it's Christmas? Literally nothing. I don't know. I already had my Christmas dinner with friends on Monday. So that was my only Christmas plans. Like, I don't really celebrate Christmas. A friend of mine is like really into Christmas, so she really wanted to do like a Christmas dinner, and she was like, I will cook everything. We did it at my house, but she was like, I will cook everything, you don't have to do anything except for buy groceries. We did have to go buy groceries. But yeah, and I gave them the gifts already. So my Christmas shopping has finally been completed too, just yesterday. I thought I was done, but then I wasn't apparently. But yesterday I really bought the last Christmas gifts. So hopefully never again. It's a war out there. It was not that bad when I went like 2 weeks ago. But it's actually a war out there now because Christmas is like in a week. Are you doing a true decoration this year? It's too late, man. It's too late. It's too late. Sorry, I've been a little bit too depressed to organize stuff. Maybe next year, but like I kinda have moments where I just can't be bothered to like organize things because I'm sad and my brain is like, nobody's gonna give a shit. So I was like, maybe next year. I know you guys like your tree decorating, but I don't know. I don't know what to host it on right now also because Magma is shit now. Or like whatever it used to be called. So I actually have no idea what to host it on so we can all draw together. I think there's like a new one that's called Bropile or something like that, but I haven't checked it out. So I don't really know what to host like community drawing on. I need to do some research on that. Do you watch anime? What's your favorite anime? Vinland Saga. Right now, Vinland Saga. Like honestly, nobody even talked to me about any other anime. It's gotta be Vinland. Also Spy Family. I do love Spy Family. I haven't finished the new season yet though. Or like caught up with it. I don't know. I don't think it's still going. I think I can probably binge the whole thing now. But I got too sad when I saw young Lloyd going to war. And that made me really sad. And then I didn't watch any more Spy Family. Spy Family has this horrible effect on me where if the characters are like even a tiny bit of distress, I start crying and then I can't watch it anymore. Did you read the book yet? What book? What book? Have you talked to someone about that? Maybe. Me without knowledge, my promise till they kick me in the butt all of the sun. Leave me alone, I'm drawing Tonerion. I need to show my Vinland Saga. I read it ages ago. I even talked about it on stream, like the original Vinland Sagas. Yeah. I read them. I read it a while ago. I think I read it like in the summer or something. It's pretty cool, and it aura farms in my apartment like really well. I have people coming in and they look at my bookshelf. Okay, first of all, the bookshelf was kind of a genius idea because bookshelves aura farm automatically. Like people always stop and they start looking at what books you've got, and you're there like, yeah, that's right. I read books. Like, but it's really funny because people are like, whoa, those like the Vinland Sagas, but like the anime is based on, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it is. How accurate is the anime? Not at all. Not even like a little bit. But nobody's father gets tragically killed on a quest for revenge, I fear. But that's okay. No, I honestly, if you are like obsessed with Vinland Saga like me, I really recommend you read the original Vinland Sagas because it's really funny just how dry the writing is. And that's obviously like not their fault because it wasn't done. It wasn't written to like be interesting. It was written to be like as kind of like a history record and to be like informative more than anything. But it's just so funny to read because it just goes, and then Thorfinn sailed for 3 days. And he made it to one island that he thought was Vinland, but it wasn't. So he sailed for 4 more days. And then he finally found the island, and it's like... Oh man, it's so good. It is so good. My comfort show got too real. It made me so sad. I was like, you never show me sad Spy Family character flashbacks. I can't handle it. I am too, like, in love with Spy Family. And I care about everyone there too much. I cannot watch them be in distress. It is my ultimate comfort show. I cannot have this. Skip 2 entire arcs, right? They're so true though. Wasn't he actually a rich merchant? Yeah, he was like a merchant. To be fair, there is like a lot of different... So, the reason why the book is called the Vinland Sagas, plural, I'm pretty sure, is because there is like multiple versions. So it has all the different versions. I think there's like 3 different versions. And they all got a similar concept of like, oh yeah, Thorfinn goes to Vinland and, you know, they do stuff there. But they all have like slightly different details of like how he meets his wife, for example, and stuff like that. So I think... I don't even know how historically accurate the Vinland Sagas themselves are, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I legit have no idea. I don't know how much you can even trust them, because, like, honestly, they don't even know which ones are the correct versions, because there's, like, multiple ones. Hello, Boris. Vinland spoilers? Better make myself scarce? Hyler, Vyler? No, it's historically accurate spoilers, it's not the anime spoilers. I'm talking about the historically accurate Vinland Saga. But, my favorite thing about the Vinland Sagas has been the fact that I don't even know what's going on in there, but I think it tries to sell to you that like ghosts are real or something like that. But in reality, I think they were just really bad at telling when somebody was actually dead. Because they'd be like, yeah, this person died from illness. And then they'd be like, so his ghost was in the room and he told her this. But I think it seems like people weren't actually like, well, they were like dying, but they weren't dead yet. But the people, Vikings, were like, oh, yeah, he's dead. This is a ghost or something like that. Like, it tries to gaslight you, but there's like actual ghost sightings in the Vinland Sagas. It's really funny. And there was like one part, but actually I thought that was so like out of pocket. But I think this dude's like wife came back to life, well, quote unquote, as in like she wasn't actually dead. And he went ahead and finished her off with an axe. Because he thought that she was like an evil spirit or possessed or something like that. And I'm like, dude, she's not dead yet! Maybe you can still and she's like crawling out of bed, and he just goes and finishes her off with an axe, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So it's kind of insane that in the anime, Thorfinn knows how to, like, what is it called? Like, he knows how to do, like, the thing where you, like, push on a person's, like, chest. To, like, revive them, and I'm like, where did he learn that? I don't think the Vikings knew how to do that. Besties, like, would just give up on people when they were slightly ill. And be like, yeah, whatever, they're dead. The story happened 1,000 years ago. If you haven't caught up yet, I don't know, man. I know, right? Like, I'm sorry, this is not even spoiler. That's like when people will be like, oh, this is spoilers. And I'm like, no, it's not. This is like just history of Vinland. Like, you can just go. To be fair, I have been scared to read the Wikipedia page for some of like the characters who are real people. Back when I was watching it, because I was like, oh my god, what if this is like the anime spoilers? But honestly, not really. Viking CPR, yeah, they do it in the in the anime like multiple times. There's fucking Viking CPR, that's what it's called. But yeah, I've been recommending Vinland Saga to everybody I meet, but so far no luck. Same with K-pop Demon Hunters. I keep trying to convince people, like, nobody believes me. Like, none of my, like, IRL friends believe that Vinland Saga, K-pop Demon Hunters is actually good. Everybody's like, I mean, how good can it be? Look, that's what I thought too, okay? When I was about to watch K-pop Demon Hunters, I also thought, I mean, how good can it be? But it really is that good, man. I need people to understand that it's a masterpiece and get over their pride and sit down and watch a cartoon. Like, oh my god. I forgot you were streaming today. How could you forget? The Sacred Art Stream Wednesday. 44 Crowley. How could you forget? I have this new thing where when I'm pissed at people, I'm gonna start calling them by their ads instead of their display names. It's the only way. It's the only way to discipline you people. Wasn't it wildly successful? Okay, Mr. E _ 0x5654. Some people still don't understand the insane quality and beauty of K-pop Demon Hunters. Have you seen it yet? You better say yes. I swear to God. I reminds me of an episode of Overanalyzing Avatar where he pointed out that Katara should not know what doors are since they don't have doors on the South Pole. What? That is... you know what? It's been too long since I've seen Avatar, so I have no idea, like, in what context that even works. Hey, that's my name. No? I'm not sure if I'm the target audience. It's good, man. It's good. I swear, whatever you think about K-pop Demon Hunters, like, whatever is your thoughts, like, oh, I'm not the target audience for this, or like, oh, this is just a children's cartoon. You need to get over that. You need to get over that pride, and you need to sit your ass down and watch the greatest animated movie of the year, okay? You know they're on the cover of the Times magazine. The fucking Times magazine just made like a cover where it's the K-pop Demon Hunters characters, like not even the singers, it's just the characters. I should have planned what colors I want her outfit to be, because I'm gonna be for real with you, I have no idea. This looks okay, I guess. That's wild, I know, right? Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters, Alex? At Alex B Editing. Everybody who hasn't seen K-pop Demon Hunters is gonna get called by their ads. Not their actual names. There's an early episode where Katara goes into a store by opening the door. Her tribe lives in iglus that don't have doors. How did she know what a door is and how to open it? I don't know. I probably would say that's pretty intuitive. No, I mean... maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I just don't know how it would have actually gone, but I think if you see a door, you can probably figure out what to do with it. I mean... Besides, what makes you think she's never, like, heard of the concept of doors? You know what? I'm not getting into the overanalyzing Avatar debate. Like... sometimes cartoons are just cartoons, okay? Leave them alone. I'm gonna go. Bye. Bye, Dana. Thank you for coming. I watched it way back when you started talking about. Okay, good. And you loved it, right? Like, Evo Joycey. So who's this purple Shinobu Vocaloid? It's so funny that you say that because she was literally designed by the Monogatari artist. She looks more like Hachikuji Mayue in my opinion, though. But this is Tonerion. She is very unloved. I am the last standing Tonerion fan. I'm also like the only person I think who still makes music for her, which is also pretty funny. I'm basically the CEO of Tonerion at this point. Like, nobody else is out there putting any kind of effort into making sure she's not lost media completely. It's just me. It's literally just me. I'm out here single-handedly carrying the Tonerion legacy because if it wasn't for me, she might as well be lost media. Also, what color should her shoes be, guys? This is very serious. This is critical to maintaining Tonerion's existence. We need to choose what color her shoes are, or the Tonerion fandom is going to die. I'm just trying to decide. Okay, maybe blue stocking actually is nicer. But like a little lighter. K-pop Demon Hunter is pretty good. The plot was alright. The animation and music were fantastic. How dare you? How dare you? It was all 10 out of 10. How's your third cup of tea? Pretty good. Not too bad. Now remember that I'm always on your side and never against you. What have you done? That just sounds like something you would say just to like a parent when you've done something terrible. That just sounds ominous to me. Someone can bend water with her mind. I think she can figure out a door, right? That's what I think too. Like, be for real. The real question is, how did the water not freeze up where she lives when she would use it? That's what you should be asking. I found a 40-minute Tonerion playlist. It's queued out. I might get to it in the next days. I bet there's at least one song by Duck with an iPhone there. There's gotta be like at least one. So guys, you don't understand. She's so unpopular that like I think 2 or 3 of my songs are listed as. So sometimes on like the Vocaloid wiki, they will list some songs as like significant songs for a Vocaloid. That's usually like their most popular songs, or just songs that had like a big kind of, I guess, like impact on like the community or the character, stuff like that, you know? Just like kind of like really sort of like a classic for that specific Vocaloid. Like 2 of my songs are on that list. Okay, that's how little people give a fuck about her, because why the hell am I listed as like a significant Tonerion producer? That's crazy. I'm like the only one. Is that Una band, and band, and also band, and band. Notable artist. That's literally what it is. Like, I'm actually a notable Tonerion artist. Mom, Dad, you know I love you. I literally. Is there any chance you have a very good quality pic of Duck Friend? What are you gonna do to him? What are you gonna do to him? Let me think. Duck Friend. Not this. Here, take a screenshot. This is the best quality you will get. Here you go. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's gone. He's gone forever. He's lost media now, just like Tonerion. There is actually one of your songs in it, no? Because I'm actually like, I'm the only one who keeps her legacy alive. It's just me and Rion against the world, man. Goes hard, feel free to screenshot. Hello Florian, how are you doing? I don't know how I feel about these colors though, but we are getting there. Where are her shoes? Okay. Okay. No, I can do this. I can figure this out. I should have planned the colors. I should have saved myself the embarrassment of trying to choose the color palette live on stream. But here I am. Here I am anyway, struggling. Anyways, what are you guys doing for Christmas? Once again, my Christmas is done. My Christmas plans are done. I just got New Year plans to look forward to now. I am very much looking forward to New Year, though. I'm gonna have a good time, hopefully. I do have to get all of my commissions out of the way, though. So that then... Whoa! Don't do that. Oh, come on. There is no gap there. What could possibly be causing this? Like, don't... Are you kidding me? What? Okay, I was on the wrong filter. This is why I don't use this filter. I just use the circle one. What was I saying? If Tonerion has no fans, Lara has left this world. It's actually true. Like, the day nobody gives a shit about Tonerion is the day... it's the day I die. I fear that might actually be true. Like, I hate to say it, but it's like, it's actually true. I think the day I die is the day Tonerion fandom dies. Nobody gives a fuck about her. It's really sad. Like, it would be funny if it wasn't so sad. I think she's very scrunkly. But, like, the whole idol company that made her is basically gone now. I don't think they exist anymore. So, I don't think there's even, like, a chance of her ever getting revived. Like, she's never coming back. That awful Tonerion V4 design is the most we're ever gonna get from her. It's tragic. Sleeping? I'm gonna sleep. Nothing for me, really? Come on, guys. Don't you love Christmas? I also don't really care for Christmas, to be honest. That is a Vocaloid I never heard about. What a good song. Her 1000 Regrets is really good. If you look up Tonerion 1000 Regrets, you'll probably find it. Kikua made one song with her because I think he got paid to do it. And even that couldn't make her popular, by the way. But Kikua's song Pokken Color features her. Pokken Color is really good. There's a really good cover with her of the Steins Gate opening that I really like listening to. And then everything else is by Duck with a Knife. And then there's like 1,000 Duck with a Knife songs featuring her. Because nobody else does it. If nobody else does it, then I have to do it. You know how it is. Okay. Can transform Dark Fred into Kishin and Peanut Plushie and Luthicor and who knows what else? You can, as long as you don't sell it. You can for yourself. Just don't make money off of it. I'm a small business! I'm a small business! Don't do this to me! I'm not Nintendo! What's your favorite Vocaloid? Would you hate me if I said Rion? No, it's probably Kagamina Land. But Rion is like in my top 3 for sure. But I do love Kagamina Land. Basic bitch as response, but low-key, it's gotta be Kagamina Land. Why was a pleasant time? I just showed up. Because you deserved it, honestly. Because you deserved it. You called her Una! You can't do this to my girl! I finished Christmas shopping and I'm done with December. You're so real for that, bro. Like, I went for my last Christmas shopping because I had like some last second things that I remembered I actually needed to buy. And yeah, it's a war out there. It's actually a war out there now. Because now everybody's doing their Christmas shopping. I won't tell it to anyone except for you. That's crazy. You're gonna sell my own mascot back to me? Hey Lara. Hey Lara, you wanna buy this merchandise of your own mascot? That's crazy. You're gonna be a great billionaire one day. You've got the spirit. You've literally got it. Would you prefer knockoffs or scalper resells? Alright, which one of you is reselling the Lara 3rd anniversary merchandise? Which one of you is doing that? Be honest. I can't believe it. Can't trust people with anything. I made you that merch on my last opportunity to ever make you merch. And you were like, alright, time to resell it. It's a good thing I got the whole set! Now I can charge more money for it. Mint condition. You can have a discount? That's crazy. I'm being ripped off. I'm being ripped the fuck off here for my own character. Should have never let you screenshot. Well, now I know how NFT bros feel when you screenshot their valuable NFTs. This must be how it feels. I made fun of them before, but now I get it, man. They're the victims here! They're the victims here. And so am I. I cannot believe this. I feel like Vocaloids are like bands. There's many bands in the genre, but most people just know like 5, maybe 10, unless you're really into the genre. Yeah, it's a little bit like that. Bestie gets a discount and still complains about being scammed. Fuck you. I'm selling the membership wallpapers? $20 per download? That's crazy. You gotta have to let me in, like, on a cut of that. I'm not asking for everything, but can I get a cut of that? Who are you selling? Who's buying the Lara membership? Wallpapers, man. They come for free with your membership. That reminds me, I do have to make a new wallpaper. My problem with the wallpapers is that I can't draw them on stream, obviously. So I have to do it in my own time, and I only draw my own art on stream. No. It's tragic. Oh my god, she's so cute. Look at her. She's so slay. Isn't your cat the €5 per month anyway? I do not charge 5 euros per month for the membership. You cannot gaslight me. That cannot be true. That absolutely cannot be true. If I'm charging you 5 euros per month for the membership, something is going on here. Now hold up. I can't check how much my own membership is. So hold up. Join. It's £2.99. That can't be 5 euros. It's £3. Oh wait, £3 might be 5 euros. No! I'm ripping people off. What the fuck? I can't believe she overcharges me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm seeing. I'm like, yeah, $2.99 per month is not a lot. And then I've. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it because it's in pounds. But then actually, you paying 5 euros a month for a Lyra membership? Are you crazy? Are you fucking insane? Who the fuck just joined the membership? 27 months. Thank you so much, Lane. On my way to. Oh my god, the Lyra membership is 5 euros. No, I checked, it's 3. Wait, but it's £3 though. 3 Great British pounds in euro. Okay, it's 3.42. It's like almost 4. It's not 5 a month. Can I get my money back anyway? You can get timed out if you'd like. You can get timed out. If that's something you're into, I'm happy to provide, honestly. What app you use for drawing? I use Clip Studio Paint. I'm a Clip Studio Paint truther. I don't really think that anybody should use anything else ever. Okay, maybe that's not true. There's some good apps. Procreate's pretty okay if you got an iPad. But also Clip Studio Paint works on an iPad, so why bother with Procreate, am I right, besties? Isn't your cut? Okay, but you know what? I don't even get the 5 a month from you guys, because then YouTube takes a cut. Now when I think about it. So when you really think about it, I'm a victim here, and you should buy more memberships. Lyra becomes like that one streamer girl who's like, if you can't afford to subscribe for like $5 a month. Oh no, the money has gotten to her head. Now she's just evil like that. Hello, Gerardo. Hi, Laura. Bandit timed out. Now you're not Gerardo anymore. You're at Gerardo 2769 now. Miss me? How was your weekend? It was pretty good. It's only €2.99. Okay. Now I'm like, does it charge everybody the same amount no matter the currency? Because that's not very fair, because then the British people pay more. Because then if you're British, you pay more than like a European does. Because £3 is more than €3. That's messed up. That's fucking once again, the British take the L. That's insane. Wait, so does it like not convert it? Does it? Am I paying more for like our channel memberships than some other people are? If I'm a member on another VTuber's channel, am I paying more because I have a British account? Oh my god. Everything's starting to make sense now. Yeah, you do. Laura's getting ripped off. Once again, I'm the victim. Once again, I am the victim. No, now it's 5 and I'm right again. It says... I don't even know what you mean by that, but thank you for the 2 years and 1 cent. I really appreciate it. Wait, I'm confused now. Oh, are you adding the 2 to make it 5? Okay, that actually makes sense. The math is mathing. You gave 2 and 1 cent because it's 2 Oh my god, Me when I take money from people and immediately disconnect. I was like, anyways, thanks to the super chats and the membership suckers, and then I cut off my internet cable. You can't get a refund. You can't get a refund that way. It's how it works. Trust me. Why isn't this doing anything? Oh, it is. It's just really subtle. I should do this more often. Because my stream, I think everybody's stream died. I think my OBS disconnected, bestie. I think that was me. Please don't tell me I'm having internet issues again. I was just thinking the other day how glad I am that the internet issues seem to have gone away. But I guess I jinxed it, man. I guess I jinxed it. Hello, next. What program in the Finish Clip Studio Paint? The best art software. It's the only one you'll ever need. Sorry, I'm such a Clip Studio advertiser because I'm still hoping that one day they will indeed sponsor me. Any day now. Any day now, Clip Studio is coming to me with that sponsorship offer. And then I do a sponsored stream where I draw a Vocaloid nobody knows. And they're like, why did you do that? Why on earth would you do that? Now nobody's gonna buy the software because nobody cares about this Vocaloid. And you know what? I stand by that. I'd still do it. I thought my internet's kind of messed up recently. My internet has been like good lately because I used to have a bunch of issues. I don't know if you guys remember, like during October, I think especially, my streams just kept dying. But I thought it got fixed. But now it's happening again, and nobody say it's because I didn't leave a review for the internet guy. Okay, I wanted to, they just didn't let me. It's not my fault. Nobody fucking say it. It wasn't me. I need to get Clip Studio then later. I honestly really recommend it, and you can always try the free trial if you're unsure about it. You know how I found out about Clip Studio? I think it's really funny because I feel like Clip Studio really picked up in popularity like later on, but I was low-key an original Clip Studio fan before I even most people even knew about it that much, because I saw an ad for it on like some website. Apparently I didn't have an ad blocker yet at the time. And I was just on some website, I don't remember what it was, but there was like a banner ad on the side, and it was like, the best software for drawing manga. And I was like, I don't know, maybe 13? And I went to my dad and I was like, Dad, can you buy me this software for drawing manga? And he was like, sure, whatever. And they don't want to sponsor me? I've been there for them since day one, bruh. I've been there for them since day one, and they treat me like this. It's for animation. It does have a lot of animation stuff. I think animation in Clip Studio is pretty advanced, especially in some of the later updates. I don't actually update my Clip Studio. I'm still on like Clip Studio 1 point something. I never switched to Clip Studio 2.0, or I think it's like at 3.0 now, if not even 4. Which is kind of insane. Maybe I should upgrade my Clip Studio, but I can't be bothered. It works! Look, if it works, then why should I bother? Like, let's be for real. I found Clip Studio Paint because I couldn't run Paint Tool Sci. I used Paint Tool Sci before I switched to Clip Studio, And like, it was honestly the best decision of my life to switch, because Paint Tool Sai is really not all that. When people tell you that Paint Tool Sai is really good, they are lying to you. They're gaslighting. There's like the same people who say that Photoshop is really good. Like, they just got Stockholm Syndrome now. They just can't let it go. They have trauma bonded with Photoshop and Paint Tool Sai, and they can't let them go. Do not listen to those people. They have attachment issues. You should never trust them. They don't know what they're talking about. So it's surprisingly cheap. You can get it on a computer and a tablet for like $5 monthly. Yeah, on computer, it's not a monthly subscription. You can pay for updates if you want to get like regular updates. But on tablet, it is a subscription, unfortunately. But I pay a subscription for it on tablet, and I think it's something like $20 a year. Which is really not a lot compared to how much Photoshop charges you. So, honestly, I'm cool with it. I'm thinking about the background. What is the laziest, least effort background I could do for this and get away with? That is the question I'm asking myself 24/7. How little effort can I get away with putting into this piece of art? Or you can use Ibis Paint, which is completely free. Honestly, I used to use Ibis Paint on the iPad before, back when I had an iPad. And it was enjoyable. Like, it was a nice software for like portable art stuff when I wasn't using my computer. I think it has like less features, but as like just a decent sort of like bare bones art. So not even bare bones. Honestly, it does have a lot of features, but like it's just not as crazily advanced as like Clip Studio is. But I think if you just want something that gets the job done, I also think Ibis Paint is great. I'll keep blocking the chat. I am so annoyed at the chat ad. It actually bothers me. Like, who does YouTube think they are? It's like one of those things that genuinely makes me low-key mad, because like, who the hell do you think you are to think that you can like do this? I don't understand. I don't understand whose idea that was, and I hope they get fired. Like, that person doesn't deserve to have a job, whoever came up with that. But honestly, it was probably all of them together. They probably all came up with it, like, let's be for real. It was a team effort over at Team YouTube to ruin everything. Blender is free and it has everything. It's true, you can make 2D art on Blender, which I think is kind of hilarious. Honestly, low-key, like, not to be a hater, I am kind of a Blender hater, I mean, you know this already, but like, Blender low-key has too many features, man. Like, why the hell can you edit videos in Blender? Why on earth can you edit videos in Blender? Since when? You know, like, they really didn't have to make it all in one app. You know, it was kind of unnecessary. They need to chill over there. Like, I get it, you know? Sometimes you really just want to make something as versatile as humanly possible, but also, who's out there editing videos in Blender? Oh my god, hold up. I'm trying to... Okay, I think I messed up all of my layers. I'm trying to make it look like a window, but it doesn't look good. So what is my backup plan? Hello, Milky Way Cookie. How are you doing? You can make games in Blender. I know, I think they used to have a game engine in Blender, but then they got rid of it, but then they brought it back. So I think now you can make games in Blender again. I think there's like one game that was entirely made in Blender. Like, it doesn't need all that. It really doesn't need all that. Magic is out here doing everything in Blender, it's true. Someone is probably doing like their work spreadsheets in Blender. There's like some sick person out there who like sends all of their work emails through Blender. Never trust a person like that. Not to be a hater, but never trust a person like that. Something isn't right with them. Whatever, this is gonna be my placeholder background until I figure out something more presentable, maybe. I don't know. You know what? I think like maybe this actually doesn't look too terrible. Whatever, leave it alone. We're not here for the background, we're here for the character, right guys? We are drawing Rion. It was her birthday yesterday, probably, maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe. What day? I think yesterday, I'm pretty sure yesterday was her birthday. Me, the only Rion fan and doesn't even remember. You can also make games in Excel. Can you actually make games in Excel? How? I have never heard of that. I'm sure somebody has made Bad Apple in Excel, probably. Like, let's be for real. Okay, but has anybody made Bad Apple in Blender? Probably. They probably have, and it probably looks indistinguishable from the original, which is why we haven't figured it out. Or even worse, the original Bad Apple was made in Blender. That would be a plot twist. But can Blender run Doom, though? Has anyone ever tried that? The answer is also probably yes. How, like, ironic would it be if Blender can do everything but run Doom, though? I think that would be pretty fucking funny. You thought Blender can do anything, but actually it can't do the one thing that everybody wants it to do, run Doom. Excel is programmable? Really? Can I be honest, I never actually... Actually, you know what? No, that's not true. I did learn how to use Excel and I was okay at it. I'm confusing it with another software that they taught us in IT class, but I never understood, which was Access. Now, Access, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm still not even sure what that software is for. Like, I don't know what its, like, purpose is that you can't just do in Excel. I actually have no idea what the hell people, like, do in Access. Like, what do they use it for? And they explained it to us in IT class, and I still didn't understand why it's not things that you can't just do in Excel. And then they made us do exercises to learn how to use Access. And I'm pretty sure that was like the one part of IT that I did not do well on. Like, I think I ended up getting a B on my final exam. And I'm pretty sure it's because I just had no idea what the hell I was doing in Access. Because we had like a practical exam where we actually had to like do a task on a software. And I think we had to like print out the spreadsheet or whatever that we made. And it did not go well when I did it. I don't think I printed the right thing. What do you do in it in class? I don't even remember, man. We just like... I think we literally just had like a fake database that the teacher made. And I think we were supposed to learn how to like do things with it, if that makes any sense. like they would give us a database and they were like, okay, now sort it like this, or do this, or find this. I don't even remember, man. It's been so long, but I just remember being really bad at it. And then when the teacher was teaching us how to code, she was teaching us how to code websites, like really simple websites. And for some reason, she made us do it on Notepad. Like, I'm not even kidding. She made us manually type HTML on just like the Notepad app, like the default Notepad app on Windows. She made us learn HTML that way, and like how to like write it. And then after we all like suffered and made entire websites on the Microsoft Notepad, she revealed that actually there is a software that you can use to make websites that like just basically does it for you. You just like type stuff and it turns it into code, or like you choose functions and it just makes code for you. And I was like, why didn't you teach us this? And she was like, because I wanted you guys to first learn the basics. And I was like, fuck you, lady. Not out loud, but in my head, pretty much. It's better than a piece of paper. It was basically a piece of paper, man. It might as well have been a piece of paper. Like, it was crazy. Why did she make us do that? I think she just wanted to see us suffer. Microsoft Access database management system. But isn't Excel a database management system too? Like, can't you have a database on Excel? Or am I like missing something? Can't you also use Excel for that? Or is it only for smaller things like spreadsheets? Can you not make like a database-like table on Excel? You see, that's my question, like, what is truly the purpose of Access? My coding tests were done on paper. You know what? I think my theory test was also done partially on paper. Because we had like a practical test, and then we had like a theory paper test where we had to like write answers to questions. And I think it did have a couple questions where it was like, okay, how would you like code this? And you had to like manually write it. But isn't that a crazy thing to do, to make you do your IT on fucking on paper? It's a bit counterproductive, I think. Excel is not a database. But can't you, like, you know what? You know what? It's clearly beyond me. This is why I don't have an office job. This is why I don't have an office job, man. You could never teach me how to use Microsoft Office software. I just wasn't born for this. It's because Blender wasn't available at your school at that time? True. So true. Hopefully now it is, maybe. They're going to have my uni where with pen and paper. At the university though? That's crazy. You would think that at a university for a coding exam, they would have the decency of giving you a computer. I don't know, were they like worried about, was it like because of cheating concerns? Or was it just because they didn't like have access to a computer for the test? Did they do it because they didn't want you to cheat, or what? Like, what is like the reasoning behind it? I do remember vaguely having like a paper test for my IT too, but we also had a practical test which was done on the computer. I think one of my friends really messed up hers. And I wasn't in the same testing room as her, but she told me after that apparently because there was like one of the tasks was to print like either like the spreadsheet or the database or whatever it was. And I think she did something wrong, and she just like, there was like a printer that you were supposed to use for it, and I think she sent like 100 pages of like a really messed up spreadsheet to the printer. And it just kept printing her like really wrong spreadsheet or something like that. Oh god, I'm so glad we don't have to do that anymore. Need to head out now. Good night, everyone. Good night, Florian. Thank you for coming. Use this one if you want Excel to burn down. I see. So I guess for bigger databases, access is better after all. One part of my exam includes written exams, which might include writing code, but there's also a project where you actually code. I think it was to prevent cheating. You know what? Back then, honestly, how were you gonna cheat? But these days, I think they should do it on paper because of ChatGPT. Not even because I think people are gonna use ChatGPT while doing the exam, but because everybody just uses ChatGPT instead of actually learning to code, and nobody actually fucking knows how to code anymore. It's like how nobody can write an essay anymore as well in current schools. So honestly, low-key do it. Back then, we didn't deserve that kind of suffering when I did it. I personally don't think we deserved it, but I think modern kids low-key do. Maybe I'm a hater. Maybe I'm a hater, but I think low-key they deserve it right now. The way things are going. Okay, you know what? I was gonna make this more like retro style coloring and stuff like that, but I somehow accidentally, without even thinking about it, I accidentally went into my like usual kind of print style coloring, which is fine. It also looks kind of retro. But I had plans. I have this like really Y2K anime girl on Pinterest reference open, and I messed up. I messed up so bad. I can't turn this as Y2K as I want it to anymore. But that's okay. All these kids of their ChatGPT. I know, right? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when ChatGPT server goes down or something? You're gonna have a mental breakdown. I had one test where it gave you 2 minutes per question and it would lock your browser to keep you from cheating. Yeah, they do stuff like that where you can't even open any other windows. Or like if they see you do that, you're like in a lot of trouble. So you wouldn't even think about cheating. But I don't know, man. I think like even some places during the pandemic, there were people taking tests online and stuff like that. And they did like some crazy stuff. Like they would watch you. Like you had to have your camera on while you're doing the test. And if they notice that you're like looking at something else, like even if you like turned around for a second to look away from the screen or something, they would like legit just ban you from the exam because they're like, you're cheating. It was crazy. From what I know, written code is not a specific language. Wait, so there is not even real coding? I thought you're supposed to at least do it like in whatever programming language they're teaching you. You know, the fact that there's multiple programming languages still like kind of confuses me. Like, why are we overcomplicating things so much? It's like we're trying to divide ourselves at this point. We are like obsessed with making things as little accessible as possible. Like, why on earth do we have multiple programming languages? It's the Tower of Babylon all over again. I don't know where I was going with that, but okay. It was online, you could cheat off textbook, just had to use sticky note tabs. Oh my god. I love how people still find a way to cheat, you know? I feel like with some of the elaborate ways people try to cheat, have you ever thought that it's easier to actually just learn the material and then do the exam normally? Can I be honest? I don't think I've like ever cheated on an exam. Maybe I'm just a baby like that. Maybe I'm just a rule-following loser. But I'm like trying to think, and I have like never genuinely like tried to copy off of someone or do some kind of trick. It just always felt to me like it wasn't worth the effort and it was easier to just study. I don't know. Or like, just if I don't know the answer, then I don't know the answer. Like, it never really bothered me that much. I did an exam by memorizing all the answers the night before. You are so cheeky. How could you do that? I'm gonna report you to the government. I saw some graduation video at some big uni, and the dude was giving a speech bragging about how he got ChatGPT to pass all his tests. I know, I saw that too. Yeah. I think that was like back when ChatGPT was kind of just becoming like really big. Especially for use like in classes and stuff. Did they take away his diploma? I need to know. Like, it's kind of insane to just like do that at your graduation. Like, bro, you couldn't have waited just a tiny bit longer. It's like, why do criminals just give themselves away like that? You know? Don't do that, man. You got away with the crime. Why would you then go and tell people about publicly like that? But yeah, I don't know. It's really sad. You're a good one. You're generally testing your own knowledge. Just barely. I don't know. I can't say that I've ever had like incredible grades. But I also can't say that I particularly cared and studied like super hard. Like, I would study during like exam seasons and stuff like that. But I was never really kind of crazy about just, you know, making sure that I was the best in class and stuff like that. My parents never really pressured me into it either. So I don't know. My parents, honestly, like, I'm honestly amazed because my parents never even like checked if I'm doing my homework. It's kind of crazy how much they trusted me. And for some reason I did always do my homework, which I think is the most surprising part of it all. Because, like, my mom really, like, did not. But not that she didn't care, but my mom trusted that I was doing my homework. You know, like, I never remember her, like, actively going crazy and, like, making sure I was doing my homework instead of doing something else. I would do my homework and then I would just draw. I'd just be like, okay, I gotta get my homework done so that then I can just draw or, like, make Vocaloid music for the rest of the evening. I don't think ChatGPT use is a big deal. Whoa. That's a strong sentence. That's a very strong topic sentence right there. The kids in all my classes are still really smart. It's like Google Maps just makes it so you don't need to memorize street names. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that some people definitely overuse it. Nobody makes you pass knowing street names in school. Like, I just feel like there's like certain like skills that you low-key just need to get over and learn at school, like writing your essays and stuff like that. I honestly don't know why it's such a big deal for people to just go ahead and do it, you know? I don't know. I feel like it's more effort to then try and like get away with using ChatGPT. I also don't understand why people in like universities already kind of past high school education use ChatGPT, because like you literally wanted to be here. Like, you're paying to be here, man. Why are you just in high school anymore? Like, why are you using ChatGPT? Did ChatGPT write that mystery? Mystery is using ChatGPT to write his chat messages. I don't know, man. I think I'm just overall annoyed with like AI being everywhere. It's just so unnecessary. I just feel like it's really annoying. YouTube even now has like AI generated auto replies for me to comments. And when I saw that, that made me really fucking sad because it's like, I'm sorry, do we not care enough anymore to reply to people that leave comments on my videos? Like, I made this video and the person took their time to watch it and comment on it, and I'm gonna slap them with like an AI generated reply by YouTube? That made me so depressed. Please know I would never do this to you guys. All the Lara comment responses are real. Written from my heart. Like, it just made me so sad. Like, why would I want to reply with AI to people that comment on my videos? It doesn't make any fucking sense. It can be used like a tool to make things easier. I think it can be used like a tool to make things easier, but I also think the way it works right now and the amount of energy it consumes is not worth it. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't think that like the technology is actually that worth the costs of it and the hype around it. Like, I'm sure maybe it's a decent technology to use if you really need it, but like, you know, it's just like, I just don't think it's actually worth like all the money that people are investing into it and all the energy that it consumes. Maybe when they figure out the energy consumption and the obvious issues with plagiarism and stuff like that, maybe then we can talk about it, but I'm sorry, you can be a ChatGPT defender all you want, but I'm not gonna agree with you. I am not gonna agree with you. You guys can defend your little AI girlfriend all you want, but remember that she's so hydrated, she's leaving entire neighborhoods with no water. She is the most hydrated AI girlfriend in the world. I hope you understand. I really love the Lara YouTube channel and watch it all the time. But did the ChatGPT write that? What do you think about SeaWorld? I don't know what that is. Remember when AI was supposed to be for medical research and analysis? I actually don't remember that, but I believe you. Like, I'm sure there are tasks that it can, like, do that are kind of tedious. But things like writing my school essay or asking it questions that you can just Google, I'm sorry, it's just not it. Like, I don't understand people who use it as a search engine because it just comes up with stuff that's not even true very often. I like actually don't get the point of using it as a search engine for shit. I don't know, man. I do kind of want a self-driving car, though. I would not trust myself. I would not trust myself. Honest, like, I don't even trust myself to drive, and like a self-driving car. I don't know, man. I just keep seeing ads for self-driving cars. And I'm like, this is interesting. But also, I wonder how safe it will be. Not like human drivers are particularly safe, to be completely honest with you, so maybe it will be better. Most AI isn't even that impressive. It really is not. SeaWorlds have zoos all over the world with fishes and also dolphins and orcas doing tricks. Yeah, that's called an aquarium, bruh. That's an aquarium. There is a name for the fish zoo. It's called an aquarium. I can't go to... I love aquariums, but I'm not gonna go into one for a while, I think. It's so expensive these days too, man. I do love aquariums though. There's self-driving cars in GTA. I keep getting run over, but they're just NPC cars, aren't they? Those are probably just like NPC cars. You're gonna find other named Sea Worlds. I'm assuming it must be a chain of like aquariums, because I think we do have Sea World in the UK. I think that's like the main aquarium like chain around here, so yeah. That makes sense. I know there's like a Sea World in London, and I've seen one in Brighton as well. So I'm assuming it's like a name of like a big company that manages them probably, but in general it's called an aquarium. It's just so funny that you described it as like a zoo where you can see like fishes and stuff, when you could have said, oh, it's an aquarium. But, what were we talking about? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, AI. Google doesn't work at all anymore. You know what? I agree. Google is low-key shit right now. But I also... maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist, but my conspiracy theory is that they made Google so terrible so that you use AI instead. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I have a foil hat on, but my theory is that they made Google useless on purpose in the past few years because they have been preparing to hopefully have it replaced with AI. I think they fucked up Google on purpose so that everybody's like, yeah, Google search is not helpful. I'm gonna go on Google Gemini instead, or whatever it's called, and get some real answers from the AI that just consumed enough electricity to to power up New York or something. I use Bing now? What even is Bing, man? Japanese SeaWorld actually good to its animals, unlike American SeaWorld? Bro, American SeaWorld is bad to the animals? I didn't know SeaWorld was like all over the world. I have seen, now that I think about it, like I have seen it in London, but I thought it was like a British thing or something. I didn't know it was like an international aquarium chain. Not gonna lie, an aquarium chain is kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, it's not a fast food restaurant, you know what I mean? When I really think about it, who's out there having, like, a chain of aquariums? Who signed off that expansion idea? And then, of course, there's, like, very different quality in, like, how they treat the animals dependent on the place. I think it's just not profitable to have a highly effective search algorithm. But why? That feels like it should be. Shouldn't it? You know what? YouTube is like so shit now too for searching stuff. You know what actually does not work anymore? Fucking YouTube search. YouTube search is actually so incredibly stupid and useless now, it pisses me off, man. Like, you will look up something and it will give you like 3 recent videos about the topic that are also like kind of relevant to you specifically, even though I didn't ask for that. And then they're gonna be like, anyways, that's totally all the searches, even though you searched something really like big, like Hatsune Miku or something like that. And then it's like, anyways, that was all. Here are some recommended videos for you. And then it just gives you like recommended videos that have nothing to do with the topic, that are just like on your normal YouTube kind of For You page. And it annoys me so bad, man. It actually pisses me off. It's like impossible to find like Vocaloid originals anymore unless you're really like working hard on that and like filtering it by date and stuff like that. It's actually impossible to do anything on there now. It's so frustrating. And, oh yeah, it also gives you like a bunch of shorts too. Don't know what you're looking for, pal, but here's 20 YouTube shorts. It's so sad. It's actually so sad. I remember back when it could basically read your minds, which was so good before. I'm telling you, man, they're doing it so that you use AI instead. I'm just saying. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I don't even care anymore. Like, I fear I will not be using much AI anytime soon. You guys can do whatever you want, just don't tell me about it so that I don't lose respect for you. You guys can use your ChatGPT, just don't tell me about it. I already have to like fucking tell my parents all the time. But I'm literally there like, look, if you guys want to ask your ChatGPT questions but are not even like you can just ask Google about that or whatever, or like if he's gonna tell you something that's wrong, you can do that, but just don't tell me about it. It's like one of those things where I'm just like, you know what, I give up like educating people on the topic. I just don't want to hear about it anymore. Please don't tell me how much water you're wasting with that thing. I don't want to know. I have environmental anxiety, so just don't tell me. Okay, I have been living in hell for a while now, and now it's gotten so much worse because now all I ever hear is how much water they waste in that thing. YouTube alternatives have a long and seasoned history of not working in the long term. Yeah, I don't even know, like, what could possibly, like, replace YouTube? Because I feel like YouTube is genuinely getting, like, shittier and shittier. I mean, look at those usernames in chat. I don't know, man. I don't know how you could possibly replace YouTube. Like, I don't know where you would even go to, like, watch videos. Because obviously everybody's just on YouTube. We need to find YouTube alternatives like with Twitter. Okay, but nobody actually. You do in real life, but barely anybody actually uses Blue Sky. Blue Sky is kind of interesting though, because I do think that like it's a lot more forgiving, like just algorithm-wise, than Twitter is. I still don't know what's going on with my Twitter, by the way. It looks like Twitter's algorithm like genuinely just analyzes your post, and if it decides that whatever you said in that post, even like one word, is something that it doesn't like, it just doesn't show your post to anybody. And I think that's really fucking hilarious. I'm like 99% sure the reason why my VTuber Twitter doesn't like, the posts don't get any reach is because my username is Satanic Lara. Because I recently heard that apparently if you have like an offensive quote-unquote username, then Twitter doesn't push your post as much. So like every time I post when my username is Satanic Lara, Twitter just goes, alright, kill her, shoot her on sight. She doesn't deserve to be seen with that username. My sister sends me Ghibli-style AI pictures of my nephew, and I just cry silently. That's actually fucked up. That's actually so messed up. Does she at least send you, like, actual pictures of the nephew, too? Or just those? Does she not send you any real pictures anymore? Because I would actually start crying if that was the case. It's honestly insane. They can do it because they know there's not large-scale alternative. It's true. Blue Sky is okay for me, but I also don't give a shit anymore. I really don't browse Blue Sky a whole lot. I don't know. I only post on there and then I leave. I think it has like a good tagging system and stuff like that. Like, I think it kind of generally works pretty decent, at least for posting art. and stuff like that, but I don't know. When you go to the UK aquarium, you probably won't see orcas or dolphins. Why? I've been to the UK, like, Sea World, Sea Life, whatever the hell it's called, I don't remember. I've been there and they had sea turtles, which actually, I have never in my life seen sea turtles before in an aquarium. Like, I've like literally never seen sea turtles. I thought that they must be like too rare and going extinct for them to be like allowed to be in captivity, but sometimes they're good. It's good for conservation though, so maybe that's why they had them. But the only time I've ever seen sea turtles in real life before was when I was at a place that literally rescues them. So it was like a specific sea turtle, like rescue kind of thing. It was not an aquarium. It's okay, she's getting over her AI Ghibli face. Yeah, but she might get into something else. Whatever's gonna be the next thing, she's gonna get into it. No, like, I'm actually so pissed off at my parents sometimes when they be like, oh, I'm gonna ask the AI this. I don't even know what AI they use. I always forget. It's not like ChatGPT, it's something else. Like, I don't know, man. They be pissing me off sometimes with that shit. Like, that one time I told my dad something about space, and he sent me back, like, a long-ass AI-generated, like, essay telling me, like, that what I told him about space wasn't true. And I'm like, well, yeah, if you ask the AI, can you tell me that this isn't... Can you give me reasoning why this isn't true? Yeah, it's gonna fucking do that. Leave me alone. Bro really said, checkmate. UK aquarium isn't part of SeaWorld aquariums? Okay, then I must be confusing it. I think the UK ones are called Sea Life. I thought it was the same thing, but maybe not. I think the UK aquariums are called Sea Life. So maybe they don't exist in the UK, the SeaWorld ones. I thought it was like the same thing, but I guess not. I say Grok is the worst AI because I think it's actually programmed to be racist. No, I think they tried programming him to be racist and it didn't work. I think they like tried making Grok like really conservative, but because it learned a lot of information like from Twitter, it didn't end up being like that. So like people kept like genuinely trying to get it to be transphobic and ask it stupid questions like, Grok, do you think trans people deserve rights? And Grok was being like really fucking woke. And being like, yeah they do, like yeah, they deserve rights. Like, I'm pretty sure they tried making Grok evil, but they couldn't. At least in the beginning. But I wouldn't be surprised if they reprogrammed him by now, honestly. I would not be surprised. But from when I heard about it last, is that they were like really trying to make Grok evil, but they couldn't. Yeah, it's Sea Life. Okay, I guess a different chain of aquariums then. Kinda hilarious because every previous AI that just gave access to it became racist immediately. It is kind of strange, no? But I don't know. You know what? This is like really random. I'm sorry for like, it was kind of like a topic change maybe, I don't know. But something really random happened to me. I kind of remembered about it recently, I don't know why. But like I think it must have been like at least a year ago, but maybe more. But somebody messaged me, like another Vtuber messaged me. And they were like, oh, I love your streams, would you like to collab someday? And I clicked on their account. And they were like super like conservative, but not even like they were like extremely just like hateful. Like they had a bunch of posts where they were just hating on non-binary people specifically. Like they were acting like non-binary people killed their grandma. They were like, I hate people with they, them pronouns. And I looked at that and I was like, oh my god, I am not openly woke enough. Like I took one look at their account and I was like, I cannot believe this person wants to collab with me. I don't know if they actually have ever heard me talk about anything, but like I am not openly woke enough. I need to change that. What could they possibly want with me? Like I was like, I need to be more woke, man. I need to be more openly woke, because why is this person approaching me for a collab? But the previous experiments, they had more access to chat messages. Maybe, I don't know, man. I don't really know that much about how they make those AI, so I would not be an expert on it. I love how much Elon hated how woke Grok was. It was kind of funny, not gonna lie. I think they probably changed it now. They're becoming a political VTuber. No, because I was jailing. They're like, what could this person possibly want with me? I just like all of their posts were like, I hate people who have they, them pronouns, and I was like, what could possibly have tipped them off that I would be interested in a collab? I don't know. My like theory is that they were trying to rage bait me. Maybe they did think that I was gonna like see their profile and think, what the hell does this person want with me? Maybe they were trying to rage bait me, but I don't remember. I either like politely declined or I ignored them altogether. I don't really remember, but I sure as hell did not agree to no collab. But it was really fucking funny to me that like that happened at all. I don't know, maybe they were trying to get a reaction out of me and I didn't give it to them. Because I just tend to ignore people like that, but it was so crazy to me. Did you know Elon has a daughter who's trans? Oh yeah. Maybe it was genuine. That's in that case, I need to be more openly woke. I fear it's the only way to fix stuff like that from happening in the future. It was honestly so crazy, man. But yeah, I know, I don't know, man. I think people were saying that like one of the reasons that he wanted to buy Twitter is because he hated like all the woke on Twitter. Oh my god, have you guys ever seen, this is like also really unrelated, but have you guys ever seen this one video of a Canadian French drag queen? And she speaks in this like really funny like French Canadian way and is like pointing at the camera and calling you woke in French, but like weird French English combination. And then she starts saying what her pronouns are, and she's like, Quebec, barbecue, go Habs, go. And that's like my favorite video out there. It is actually so funny. The first time I saw it, I think I rewatched it like 50 times. Be gayer makes suits yaoi fan art. I think I had a pretty good purge of people who should not be watching me back when I did my whole Halo yaoi arc. I think that definitely turned people I probably don't want watching me anyway away from my content pretty well. They were like, what is this? They're making Master Chief woke. But suits yaoi fan art though, I like the way you think. I like the way you think. I gotta draw Harvey X Mike Angst, where Mike gets sent to prison. And now Harvey feels really alone. Just ignoring them is probably the best you could have done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I did, or I just like declined or something. I don't remember. I think I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes people ask me for collabs, but I don't really know the person, so I just kind of go, sorry, I don't collab with people who I like don't know. We should get to know each other more first. But I didn't really want to get to know that person. But yeah, I just randomly remembered that happened, like sometime, I don't know, earlier this week or like at the end of last week. I was like lying in bed and I randomly remembered that, and I was like, yo, I just randomly remembered this really strange person that wanted to collab with me for some reason, even though we might have very different values. Oh god, it was so random. But yeah, I'm like so deep into Suits. You know, none of my IRL friends are watching Suits. They got me into it. We started watching it at my friend's house, and that's how I got into it. And they were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch more of this later. And then I'm the only one watching it, man! I'm so deep into Suits. It's insane. I'm literally like obsessed with it. I fucking talk to it, guys, okay? I'm watching it, and like while I'm eating or something, and then something intense happens, and I'm like, oh Mikey, now you've done it. The other day I was like getting ready to go out, and I had like an episode of Suits on while I was doing my makeup, and I was literally like, oh Louis, like whenever anything fucking happens, I just go, oh, they're all going to jail for this. There was like this really intense arc at the end of season 5, and like the whole time I was like, they're all going to jail, man, they're all going to jail. Which is currently on. I just started season 6. How many seasons? Yeah, I'm just like a thing on episode 3 of season 6. It's good, guys. It's so good. You know what I found out? Nobody told me this, and I didn't realize. But the girl who plays Rachel, one of like the main character's love interest, she is the wife of Prince Harry. She's literally part of the royal family. Now, she married Prince Harry. I had no idea. I didn't make, like, I know what she looks like, but I didn't make the association because I didn't expect to see her in Suits. That was the last place I expected to see her. So at some point, I'm like 5 seasons in, and I'm talking to my friend, I'm like, yeah, Rachel. And my friend goes, Prince Harry's wife? And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, didn't you know she's Prince Harry's wife? And I was like, what? And I go on Google and I look at Prince Harry's wife, and I see her face, and I'm like, holy shit, it is Prince Harry's wife. I never made the association because I didn't expect to see her. It's just the last place you expect to see her, but apparently she's an actress. It's insane. Harry stepped down from his position. You understand, my mom has like insane hatred for that woman. It is so funny. My mom talks about her like she is the most despicable, like ridiculous, just like broke ass bitch who took advantage of Prince Harry and made him step down from his throne. And I'm like, Mom, she's literally an actress. My mom talks about her like she's actually just like the lowest of the low, some kind of scammer who scammed the prince. And I'm like, since when do you even give a shit about the royal family? She's just hating on her just because. Like, It's insane. But yeah, so I told my mom, I was like, Mom, can you believe Prince Harry's wife is in Suits? And my mom just goes, that bitch. My mom just literally just goes, that bitch. How dare she? And I was like, oh my god, there it is again. There it is again, mom's gonna hate on her again. It's crazy, man. I don't know what she did to her. My mom acts like she hurt her personally. It's kind of hilarious. I hear a lot of British people are obsessed with the royals. A lot of non-British people are obsessed with the royals. It's really funny because my mom hates like the Spanish royals. And for some reason she really cares about the fact that Prince Harry allegedly got conned into stepping down by his wife or whatever story she has made up in her head. I don't know, man. But it's so funny. It's like she talks about her like she's actually some like evil woman. Man, so it's true what they say sometimes. Sometimes people that hate women the most are our women. I don't know how it came to be, but sometimes it's just true. Sometimes there is just like our women who hate women more than like anybody else could possibly even attempt to. I don't know how they manage it, but they do. Spain still has monarchy. They don't have monarchy, but they do still have members of the royal family. Yeah, they do. They're like I don't think they actually do anything. I think they just kind of exist. I think they just get tax money and live off of it. I don't think they actually have any like say in political stuff. Although I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am really not interested in monarchy. And if it were up to me, they would all be gone. Not like in a violent way, you know, I'm not planning to do what the Russians did. But I would rather people stop giving a shit about them so much and they stop getting like tax money and live in those like palaces and shit like that. Just turn them into museums and make it free. Be for real. Is that the British royals? Yeah, okay. So they're just kind of there and they get tax money. I fear. There's Spanish royals. How did you guys not know that there is like a Spanish royal family? Yeah, absolutely. There is still a Spanish royal family. I only know about them a lot because my mom talks about them. My mom is the one who keeps up with all the news about this kind of stuff. But yes, they absolutely do exist. They can hurt you, I fear. They're just figureheads now to keep tradition. I guess it makes sense, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know why people give a shit so much. I kind of have an idea of what to do for the background. But I want something that doesn't... I'm looking up on Google. I'm trying to find something that doesn't have a fucking watermark all over it. Oh, it's like actually impossible to get images of anything that doesn't have some kind of Getty Images, Adobe, Shutterstock watermarks all over it. Like, fuck off, actually. I know about the Dutch royals. Yeah, I think that's still a thing too. Honestly, I might be wrong, but I think there is even still royals in Albania. I might be wrong, but I think there might like be a royal family there still. Maybe not like very actively, but they exist. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's like a surprising amount of countries that still have royals. It's kind of interesting. I've always been curious, like I always wondered, how did people become like royal families in the first place? Maybe that's something for me to watch a video essay if anybody actually knows. have the answer to. But like, have you ever thought, like, back in the day, like right now, yeah, there's like a long lineage of those people. But back in the day, how did they decide? Like, how did they go, like, oh yeah, this person, they're the supreme leader, and their family members after them are the supreme leaders, and they, like, everybody should bow to them, and they get to live in this huge palace that is built by unpaid labor, and they're really important actually, and we are all okay with that. Like, how did humans get themselves into that situation? How did they decide, you know what? Yeah, we fucking love serving this one random person, and we do think that they deserve all of these riches and this much power, and nothing bad would ever come out of it. Like, it's kind of insane. I think it was typically bigger army diplomacy, but how did they get the army? They usually start off as, like, wealthy people. But how? It's just like... historically, you need to pull a weapon out of some type of rock? You know what? I'd believe that. Or get a sword from a strange lady in a lake? I'd believe that too. You just have to have the biggest sword. I love how you guys are all giving me like different... I love how there's half the people who are like, yeah, it was probably like this. And then the other half people are like, you know what? They probably just had bigger swords. They probably just had bigger swords. And you're probably right, honestly. Why is this so pale, though? I expected it to be a bit brighter. Maybe if we multiply it. There you go. There's also gaslighting involved. Like, actually, you're better off if I'm in charge. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's gotta... there have to have been some kind of abuse of power or manipulation for it to get to an extreme like that. Because, like, sometimes I think about the royals, like, throughout history, and it's kind of like, it's crazy just how much power they had. And I feel like at some point, it got to the point where they were so powerful that trying to stop them was basically gonna get you killed, you know what I mean? So I guess, like, at some point, it was basically just, like, it's something you had to accept, you know what I mean? Like, it snowballed so much that at some point, it just basically became the norm and nobody could do anything about it. Where did her shadow go? Bring it back. Yeah, it just became a self-running system. The boring ad is probably whoever has the most money. Interesting. This is very interesting. They were the original billionaires. They were the original CEO billionaires. That's actually what it is, I'm pretty sure. Like, there's no other explanation. You know that Burger King probably did some bad stuff to get into his position? What position? Do you mean he used to be a real king, but now he's just the burger? Honestly, I think he's better off that way. I think it's honestly probably better off if you're like the Burger King, because then when they inevitably come for the monarchy like they did with the Russians, maybe you're off the hook, because actually you're a business owner at that point. You're not actually monarchy or anything. It's fine. I think Burger King might have been the smartest one of them all, when you really think about it. It's really thick. Traumatize every British history student complicated. It is pretty complicated, isn't it? The British royal lineage is notoriously complicated. I can imagine, man. Like, I learned a little bit about them in history, and it was always like... it was never something I really felt like I wanted to get in depth about, because it just felt so complex and unnecessary. But I think some people really enjoy it, like, the history aspect of it. Not so much just like the fact that royalty is a thing, or like they care about much about like modern royalty, but just like the historical part of it, I guess, is interesting to some people, which I do kind of can understand. Burger King, he's awesome. Did I tell you guys that I had Wendy's? I think I have told you guys maybe. I had Wendy's recently for the first time and I really didn't like it. I did not enjoy the Wendy's. Have you seen the commercials? The Burger King definitely did some questionable stuff. I have never seen a Burger King commercial. I've only seen the KFC commercials. Those are crazy. Did you know that apparently the original KFC guys, like Great Nephew or something, leaked their spices and like some of the information because they kicked him out because he's been disagreeing with them over the marketing and the direction they've been taking, because he thinks that they are kind of like ruining the image of his great grandpa or whatever he is to him, great uncle. And honestly, like low-key, I never actually thought about that, but like KFC ads are crazy. And you know, maybe there is some poor family member out there who's actually like, why the hell are they doing this to my like grandpa's legacy? Like, I never actually thought about that. I thought everybody was just on board with it, but when you think about it, probably not. Like, whoever they sold it off to is doing some crazy shit. I feel bad that I played the I Love You Colonel Sanders game. I didn't know the I Love You Colonel Sanders dating simulator was problematic. In my defense, I didn't know. I know better now. I wouldn't play it again. The Colonel used to be a lawyer back in the time when you didn't need a law degree. And he's so real for that. He's really Mike Rossing it. So proud of him. Only real suit heads would understand what the hell I'm talking about. Try the Wendy's chili. They did have chili there, but I didn't get it. I just got a burger and some fries. What made you dislike Wendy's? It was the cheese, man. It was mostly the cheese. The cheese was awful. It was like the American cheese, but it wasn't even like melted or anything. And it was just kind of there, and I couldn't taste any of the burger. I could only taste the really disgusting cheese. And I don't know, I really didn't like it. Like, all my senses could concentrate on was the really bad cheese. Which is like, I've had American cheese before, and it wasn't that bad. I don't know what they did there, but it was not it, man. Oh, the cheese like plasticky? Yeah, like it was, I don't know, man. It was like too much. It was too much and it was all I could taste and it wasn't even melted properly. So I don't know, maybe I just got a bad burger. Maybe I should try again, but I can get a better experience at a McDonald's for the same money. Is that American cheese you had? Alright, there it is. The Americans in chat are getting offended. The Americans in chat are getting offended. You can't say anything bad about American anything. Or they get like, actually, that was not American cheese. What cheese was it then, man? What was it? Because I'm pretty sure that, like, thin square cheese is generally referred to as American cheese by everybody. Enlighten me. Don't look up which side the Colonel fought for the American Civil War. Oh my god, that guy has too much dark history, bro. That guy has too much dark history. What is his problem? Maybe he deserves all the bad marketing after all. What's going on? I can't make up my mind. Do we like Colonel Sanders or not? This is crazy. I'm finding out so much. Aren't we having like a very educated discussion today, guys? First, we talked about the ethics of AI. And everybody just told me, actually, Lara, I'm gonna keep using ChatGPT. And I said, okay, but don't tell me about it. We also talked about the original Vinland sagas for a bit. And we talked about the royal families. And look at us now talking about Colonel Sandra. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. American cheese a national staple. The cheese caves weren't made just to be slandered. They're cheese caves. I can't believe this. Do you guys have a favorite cheese? I currently hate my favorite cheese because I got too much of it. But before, I used to really like brie cheese? I don't know how to say it. Brie cheese? I really like that cheese. Or at least I used to. But I got too much of it and now I don't like it. So currently, maybe my favorite cheese is something more basic like mozzarella. Yes, the cheese caves. What are the cheese caves? Gerardo's 83 years old today. I never once muted the stream to listen to Deftones. You're doing a great job. That's such a fucked up thing to say, by the way. What the fuck is your problem, man? I cannot believe this. I cannot believe you would even consider saying that to me. Okay. Hear me out. Move it like there. Don't worry, Tonerion, I will create you the most incredible artwork that is the only artwork you're probably getting this year. It's like the only Tonerion artwork that has been done in God's year 2025. So I'm working really hard on this. This like requires all of my concentration. Because if not me, then nobody else is gonna do it. I worded that wrong. The stream was always very interesting and I never felt understimulated. I cannot believe it. But normally you do! That's what you're saying. Normally you do. What the fuck, bro? You're saying, oh, normally I have to pause Lara because I don't really care what she's talking about. Speaking of the real Vinland Saga, do you think there will be a part where a woman grabs a sword of her shirt and gives a fierce battle cry that will scare off the natives in a battle? I am terrified of Vinland Saga Season 3. Because, like, I really don't know how it's going to go. Because in the original history that I have read, they were not very nice to the native people that lived there. And I really would hate to watch Thorfinn go through a villain arc after he worked so hard to become a good person. But I have trust issues. I'm gonna be so fucking upset. But I'm kind of scared that this might be where it's headed. But also maybe because it's not very accurate already to the source material, you don't know, maybe the kind Vinland Saga writer will make them all get along and be friends. I am on Copium. I am on so much Copium. Thorfinn would never do, but he has no enemies. Well, I sure hope so. Tonerion is smiling up in Vocaloid heaven. You leave her alone. She's not dead. I'm keeping her alive. I'm keeping her on life support by releasing one Tonerion song per year. I already released one this year, so we're covered. But I gotta get working on my 2026 Tonerion song. We don't have much time. We need to start drafting the next Tonerion hit song. Or she's gonna die. I must keep her alive. She's my queen. Okay, do I have a really cheesy font that will look like very Y2K? I have so many fonts. I download so many fonts for like videos and stuff like that. But then I don't even know like what they're called. Like I forget the names. Oh yeah. This one kind of goes hard. This one actually kind of goes hard. It's giving 2007 Vocaloid, like actually. This is peak right there. Graphic design is my passion. 2026 is her year. None of the years are her years. Her company is literally closed down. There's never gonna be new Rion content. It's absolutely tragic, but it's true. We are never gonna see this queen again. Only in Duck with a Knife originals. Luca is apparently dead. Leave Luca out of this, Aaron. I don't think so. I think Luca, look, as far as Vocaloid, like, deaths and popularity goes, I think Luca is still holding on. She's definitely doing better than my girl, Rion. She's absolutely doing better than my girl, Rion. Maybe the text is not gonna work out. I don't really know where to put it. But you always gotta have like random text that nobody asked for on these like retro-styled illustrations, man. It's an important part of the charm. We need it. We need it to be like this. Okay, just don't look what's under all those layers. Unless either Sylvie buys her or she becomes a meme in Japan. Who, Rion? Nah, man, she's not coming back. Her company is literally dead, and she was never popular in the first place. Like, she's not a commercially viable, like, voice bank to invest into. She was, like, a total commercial failure, even when she came out for Vocaloid Free Engine. She was, like, the most unpopular Vocaloid that came out of that engine. It was that bad. She's not... I wish I could say that she is that girl, but she's not that girl. It makes me very sad, but she's just not that girl. She is that girl to me. I love her so much. She's like one of my favorites. I really recommend her, guys. If you want to get into Rion, my favorite song is 1000 Regrets. I think it was like one of her demo songs. You know it's bad when a demo song that they made when she was released is like my favorite song still, even though I listen to so much Rion, like more than an average person does. But 1000 Regrets is honestly so good. It's got that retro style as well to it. She's my queen. Never speak ill of Rion. A real Vocaloid fan never speaks ill of Rion. Who was the most popular for V3? I don't know, I think Mayu was probably one of the bigger V3 voice banks. There was a lot of V3 voice banks. I think V3 was like the era when they probably released like the most voice banks for an engine, like quite quickly. I think V3 was definitely like kind of a big Vocaloid era. But I think because of that also, not all of them got equal amounts of attention, sadly. It's okay. Rion is a queen. Anybody who denies that doesn't know what they're talking about. She's just scrunkly as hell. It's not her fault she's scrunkly. I think CU was doing pretty well because she was like the first Korean Vocaloid. But unfortunately, CU's popularity really dropped when her voice provider went to jail for blackmailing. I think CU was genuinely like a fairly well-doing Vocaloid for a hot minute. And then her voice provider went to jail for blackmailing, and I think nobody liked her anymore. It was absolutely tragic. I mean, what did CU do to deserve this? She's got nothing to do with it. I can only afford hotels. That's okay. Flower is still used. That's true, Flower. I think Flower's popularity was more during V4. I kind of forgot that she was a V3 because I don't think she was as popular back when she was V3, and I only ever see V4 design being drawn. So I think Flower became more popular when she became a V4. But I'm not sure. She won? Yeah, like she used, I swear to God, she went to jail for something, but I'm pretty sure it was blackmailing. And she was the first Korean Vocaloid ever, too. You know, she had a big future. BTS? Oh my god. BTS were her, like, background dancers. I'm being so serious right now. I think if you look it up, you can maybe find a video. There's, like, a Vocaloid performance of Vocaloid CU back when she was popular, like, when she was at the height of her career. And she's got real people background dancers, and apparently they were the BTS boys. She was that girl! She was literally that girl, man, for a while. Like, she had fucking BTS as background dancers. And then it all went downhill. Like, how could they let this happen? She had the entire world at her feet. Heading out. Bye. Bye, Aaron. Thank you for stopping by. I think the drawing is done, guys. I'm very happy with it. Never forget, this one's for you, Rion. This one's for you. I'm keeping your legacy alive. If even one person likes the drawing on Twitter, guys, remember, one like, one prayer for Rion. One like equals one prayer for our lost angel Rion. Never forget her. This is so sad. This drawing looks good, thank you. They're doing great. The who? The BTS boys? I'm sure they're doing amazing, yeah. See you not so much. How could they forget about her? She was the one who got their first steps in their career. And then they just abandoned her to the wolves. How could they do this to see you? Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. One like equals one prayer, remember? I will see you on Friday for more Resident Evil 7 because I finally decided that I will play more Resident Evil 7. I hope you're happy. I know some of you have really wanted more Resident Evil 7. And you know what? With new Resident Evil announced, I think it's about time I finally learned what the hell is the lore of the Resident Evil 7 guy. And what's going on with him. But yeah, and then we are having more lobotomy. We're getting a lobotomy again on Saturday, so hopefully you can make it to one of those streams. If not, then I will see you next week. We will never forget you, Yukari Yuzuki. Timed out, timed out, timed out. Timed out! I thought you were leaving, Aaron Kelly 1762. Resident Evil 7, I have different lore than 1 to 6. It has a soft reboot. I know, but I gotta get to the bottom of the entire Resident Evil lore, I think, to truly understand what's going on. It's just how it is. Anyways, I will see you guys on Friday. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Thank you for the super chat, Alex.